In this video, we're going to cover adding camera fades to your level. So there's two different ways we can do this. We can have the camera fade play at the start of a level, so event begin play, maybe fade in, or we can have it fade based on some sort of event. Like you hit an object, it flashes red, or you fall into a pit and you lose, and it kind of fades to black. So it's a really versatile way to give feedback to the player. To get started, I'm going to open up my level blueprint. And I'm going to start with a fade into my level. So I'm going to use event begin play. I'm going to open up my camera manager. So it's get player camera manager. And from this camera manager, I have access to the node camera fade. And it should be a start camera fade that you'll find. So start camera fade. This camera fade node works by having a start alpha, an end alpha, a duration, and then a color that you want the fade to be. So alpha is our transparency. What I want to do, if I want to fade into my level, I want my screen to be completely black, so my alpha will be 1. And I want it to fade away, so I want it to go all the way down to 0. My duration is how long that fade lasts. We'll start with kind of a random 3 right now. And then I can pick the color of my fade screen. We'll start with black. We'll try some other ones in a minute. I do have an option to kind of lock in this fade afterwards. This would be more for like a lose screen. Because we want to display the level after it fades, we're not going to use this in this instance. So if I go in and I hit play, my camera quickly fades in. The longer I have this, the longer that fade will last. And it kind of slowly fades into the start of my level. I can control my player during this fade, but it does give a little feedback. Sometimes what you'll see with this is kind of a straight kind of like no fade but 1-to-1, just kind of black screen to start for a couple seconds and then move on to this one. That way it stays completely dark a little bit longer. Outside of using it at the beginning of our level, what we can do, I'll make this really short right here, we can have it play when something happens in our game. So I'm going to say when I hit this block, it's going to act like it gives me some damage. So I'm going to go with this block selected, go to my level blueprint, create an on actor hit event. And I'm going to go through the same process of get player camera manager. And I'm going to start camera fade, just like this. Now what I like to do from this, I'm going to start at 0, I'm going to go up to 1. And I'm going to have it be kind of like a red color to show damage was taken. Oh, kind of orange right there. Perfect. What will happen now, I've set duration, so I'll go like 0.2, so a pretty quick fade. When I hit this cube, you can see my screen kind of flashes orange. This could be used to demonstrate some sort of like interaction with an object, or it could be, like I mentioned before, like damage was taken. So I think that fade's a little long. I'm going to make it even shorter. I'll go 0.0125 maybe, 0.0625. I am going to find just red. So I'll type in just a 1 for my RGB red value, hit play. And that's a nice, really subtle red. Something happened to my player, right? Giving feedback to the player. Other ways this can be used is if it's the end of a game and I want it to be showing the player that they lost, what I could check is this hold when finished right here. And if I click that and lock it in, rather than blinking, when I hit this object, it's going to fade and then stay faded. So from here, what I would most likely end up doing is a delay, the length of the fade. I'll go maybe a little bit longer, and then open level. Just like that. This is more or less like a you lost, and then I'll reload the level and I can try again. You can see that fade in coming in from that fade out on the previous step. And that's how we can add fades to our levels.